Welcome to Michigan Reimagined, presented by Good Marketing and Wagoner Financial. And here's your host, Chris Buck.
So Bridges, an intergenerational center, is preparing to open in Lansing, offering a truly unique model that brings young children and older adults together for shared learning and connection. After 2 years of searching for the right building and facing an uphill battle with multiple lenders, the small business turned the corner when they found LAFCU, a credit union known for putting people over profits and finding creative solutions to help entrepreneurs succeed. Joining me today are Sandra Tryon, the director of Bridges, and Brook Jones, commercial lending officer at LAFCU, to talk about the dreams behind Bridges, the hurdles they overcame, and what it means for families, seniors, and the community. Welcome to the show, Sandra and Brook.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you being here. I'm really excited. I did a little research on getting this story together, and I'm excited to learn even more. So, Sandra, let's begin with the heart of this story. So, what is Bridges, and what makes this center so unique to Michigan?
So Bridges is a childcare center focused around generational connections. We'll be serving kids ages 0 to 5 years and connecting them with seniors in the area so that they're able to do shared activities together and form relationships.
So where'd that idea come from? I mean, it seems kind of logical,
right?
but I'm not familiar with that model. I know that there's been a logjam for childcare, having enough childcare and having the right metrics and making it work for safety and background checks, but also the economics behind it and all of that. How did you come up with this idea of the multiple generational?
So I used to be an activities director at an adult foster care, and I would bring my 3-year-old with me once in a while, and just to see the way that they lit up and interacted with her when she was in the room. Residents that didn't come to activities typically would join in when she was there, and just seeing that connection and the bond that she was able to do things that no structured activity or anything I did would have helped. So just to, I guess, grow their social interaction, I would start bringing her more often. And I mean, I think children just bring joy to a room.
Right. Yeah, it's just organic, right? It's not manufactured. It's not curriculum. That makes a lot of sense to me. So this is the first endeavor, right? The business that is opening up soon is the inaugural Bridges facility. Is that correct?
Yes.
Got it.
And we will be the second in the state of Michigan. So it's a fairly new concept up here.
Wonderful. Okay. So talk about the space that you found. Where is it going to be? And tell me about the process it took to kind of find the right space and what's it going to take to turn it into Bridges.
So we are on Cedar Street between Saginaw and Oakland. And originally the building was like a strip mall with 4 retail stores in it. We have renovated it and made it one space. So we'll have 6 classrooms in there, plus an activities room to do intergenerational activities. And we'll have all of our kids in different rooms, 2 infant rooms, 2 toddler rooms, a preschool and a pre-K room.
Okay. And I said in the intro that this was a labor of love. This was not just an easy, I'm going to open a business and find a place to do it and cut the ribbon and off to the races. So what made it hard?
It was really the loan process. Being a new startup, I think all of that is new to us. We haven't done it before. It's a completely new endeavor. And many banks and credit unions that we approached just kind of immediately closed the door on us or didn't give us a call back, which was really frustrating. When we were working with somebody we thought that was maybe going to get us where we needed to be, it ended up that they couldn't fit it into their guidelines. But the good thing was that she did connect us with Brook.
There we go. At LAFCU. So, Brook, why don't we turn it over to you? So this project landed on your desk as a referral, if I'm not mistaken. So how did the introduction get created? How did this referral end up? And what was your initial assessment?
Yeah, one of my previous colleagues reached out and told me that they were having some issues trying to get this deal done. And she absolutely loved Dana and Sandra here and gave me a little bit of the background on what it was. It was definitely a new concept, something that I hadn't heard of or seen before. I had my initial meeting with Sandra and Dana and kind of went through a lot of the different pieces that they had put together and saw that we had something cool and innovative to look at. It just needed a little bit of reworking to get done. And Sandra and I spent countless nights working hard, diligently getting the numbers right to fit within what we need to make that happen for them.
So, I mean, so LAFCU has a reputation of being great at this stuff. What was the difference once you got engaged with Brook? You know, how did things change in the trajectory and the momentum and the optimism?
I think it was just like the giving us a chance and hearing us out. Like, I mean, because it is our first time, right? Like, our business plan wasn't completely perfect in how it needed to be. So having Brook step in and kind of guide us and say, hey, this is really great. Like, these are your strong points. These ones need to be worked on.
Got it. Okay. In order for it to get passed through the whatever.
Yeah, and I've worked at many other institutions previously that would have just closed the door on this deal when it came to the doorstep. So it was nice that I know that if that borrower is going to walk that path with me, I'm able to go that length with them as well and get them to that point. As long as they're willing to put in that work, we are too. So
it sounds like you really help set the client up to win.
Yeah,
and
that's
know
the goal.
what you need to show to the people who are going to say yes or no in the way that they need to see it in order for them to consider the project. Right?
Yeah, I like to think my job is to take a big jigsaw puzzle and the pieces and start putting them together. And when maybe one doesn't fit just right, I'll go back to the borrower and we'll look through that box again to find another one until we can find a full piece and put a picture together for the underwriter.
So now, is this, can you talk a little bit about the breadth of the services that LAFCU provides? I mean, this seems like a very hands-on, concierge level guidance for small business. Is that really what LAFCU focuses on, or do you provide a lot of other services to your members as well?
Definitely is what we focus on as SBA. We're looking to help the underserved and those people that never had a chance to get into business, to try to help a new generation of people grow their wealth. SBA 7A is one of our biggest focuses right now, whether it's existing businesses, which you'll be surprised how many different businesses can fit and SBA 7A may work for, as well as startup businesses. Another big one that we do is commercial real estate. I know you may know a little bit of that in your previous work.
Yes.
We do lines of credit. We do vehicle purchases. We're pretty much run the whole gamut. There isn't a lot that I won't take a look at.
Right on.
And again, if that borrower is willing to go that length with me, we'll find a way to get to that point for them.
So if I'm listening in a small business myself, or if I were listening as a small business owner, SBA 7A, can you share a little bit more about what that means?
Yeah, so 7A is really there to help businesses maybe have a great idea, maybe have a good foundation, a strong guarantor that's looking to start a business, to give the banks the security and the confidence with that borrower to go that extra step. It is government backed. It's good for startup businesses with strong projections, as well as existing businesses that maybe need to expand or are looking for a little additional cash flow, open up, take care of some liabilities basically, and open up that cash flow for them. So there's a few different ways that it can work. But yeah, it's a wonderful product. Some people don't like the little bit of extra work the government requires on those loans, but I don't mind it, and I think it helps a lot of those people that maybe thought they'd never have a chance to get a loan for their business.
And this is a Small Business Administration, right?
Yes.
The SBA, Small Business Administration 7A. So that's a federal thing then, is that right? Not a the state of Michigan opportunity. That is a federally.
Yep, and we cover the whole state of Michigan. We're hoping to expand that as well on the SBA side for commercial conventional. If you pray, live, work, or do anything here in the state of Michigan, if there's a way for me to get you an address here, we can take care of you and make you a member at LAFCU and help you out.
Fantastic. Well, I want to give a tip of the cap to my friends at Good Marketing, and it's poignant to bring them up here now because of the story we're telling. So here at Michigan Reimagined, we tell the stories of passionate Michiganders doing great things across the state. Today's podcast sponsor, Good Marketing, helps organizations tell their stories in a powerful and measurable way. As a behavior change accelerator, Good partners with mission-driven clients to inspire action, shift mindsets, and strengthen communities. From advancing affordable housing and protecting natural resources to expanding education and workforce opportunities, their work moves Michigan forward. See how they're helping shape Michigan's future at goodmarketing.com. That's GUD marketing.com. So, Brooke, back to you. So, or I'm sorry, not Brooke. I'll stay with Brooke. The SBA loans, really important tool for projects like this. So that was a differentiator, right? I mean, that bridged the gap and made LAFCU comfortable with taking on this loan because you have the Small Business Administration security behind a portion of that. Is that kind of
right?
How that
I like what you did there with the bridge the gap piece too, for bridges here. But yeah,
got it. All right. And then so the final approvals, when did that come through? for the lending and
Just at the end of August.
Got
like
it,
the very
okay.
last day of August, I think.
all right. And had
not
you
a short
secured the real
process.
estate before that, or did that happen because you got the lending secured?
I think it all kind of happened at once.
It's very complex.
Like, yeah.
Sometimes it's very fluid. Sometimes
Right.
things have to happen while others are happening.
Right. Don't sign
and
that until you sign this.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Like, oh, this just changed, so well, let's go update these things.
Right
So
on.
with SBA, again, with startup, it's kind of moving one piece forward, moving the next one, maybe going back a step, taking a left turn here.
Right.
So it's very fluid.
Got it. So we're recording this as of early December of 2025. So all this happened very last day of August, early September, whatever. So now the wheels are in motion. So where does Bridges stand right now? Is it under construction and getting ready to open? And if so, when does opening day happen?
Yes, right now we are under renovations. We should be completing those within the next week, hopefully. And we will be open January 5th is our goal of 2026. So
Fantastic. Wow. We're
Yeah.
almost within 30 days.
yes,
about
it is exciting and nerve-wracking all at the same time.
So who is your target audience? How are you going to, as far as, marketing this, where are the kids going to come from, do you think? And where are the seniors going to come from?
We're focusing on greater Lansing area for sure. The kids will probably be in that area just because most families like to be near their childcare. Seniors, we are open to anybody that wants to travel to us for sure. We're partnering with individual seniors and then also senior communities in the area too.
Got it. Okay. And do you find that there is a certain family type or a mindset that are more inclined to join Bridges? Because it's kind of non-traditional, as we mentioned, I think, in
Right.
a very, very positive way. I'd rather have a loving grandparent type figure nurturing, I think the symbiosis between the
Yeah.
two age demographics is what makes it tick.
Yes.
But people are also a little squirrely with their kids and where they spend time.
Well, and I think we are background checking everybody that
of
comes
course.
into
Yeah, yeah.
our facility, and nobody will ever be left unsupervised at
Of
all.
course. Yeah, yeah.
So we'll, I think it'll actually be really great because it'll allow us to have a lot lower ratios. So the kids will be able to have a center environment, but still kind of get that one-on-one care at the same time. Because I know a lot of times when families are trying to choose either home daycare or centers, like there's that choice of, well, this is one-on-one care, but centers are kind of too big and they
Right.
might feel like their kids get lost. So it's kind of a happy medium with that, with bringing in volunteers that we're able to offer both.
Right. And so, what is your capacity? Like, how many children do you think your facility will be able to accommodate?
We will have 84 children split into the 6 classrooms.
Got it. Okay. 84. That sounds like a specific number. Is that a regulatory thing?
Yeah, it's licensing. Technically, it's 86, but we're taking a couple down.
Got it. Okay. And are people able to kind of pre-apply now, or are you waiting
Yes.
to? Okay. So that's live. People
Yes.
can learn about. How would they find information about Bridges?
So we have a Facebook page and an Instagram page under Bridges Intergenerational Center. And then we also have a website, bridgesdaycenter.com, that they can get more information, and there's enrollment and volunteer opportunities on there.
Excellent. Okay. So volunteer opportunities. Is that for the seniors that are going to come in and help?
Yes.
That's
Yep.
wonderful. Okay.
Yeah.
And what's your role going to be?
I will be the director, so I will be running the whole shebang.
Got it. Okay. And are you going to be a one-woman show, or do you have other staff or friends that are?
We'll
business
have
partners?
other staff, and then my mom, Dana, is our owner.
Oh, fantastic.
So we're woman-owned.
Got it. Okay. So January 5th. So right on the heels of New Year's,
Yes.
you're expecting to be open. Is there going to
Yep.
be any kind of fanfare or ribbon cutting or anything along those lines?
We'll probably wait until after we open. We haven't scheduled anything yet, just because we want to make sure construction's done.
Yeah. No, it makes a lot of sense. And Brooke, so like if you're out there as kind of a dream, I mean, I love this story, right? I mean, you have an idea. It's unique, but it takes a lot of horsepower to get this to go from an idea to a ribbon cutting and, a cash flow,
I think it's been a 3-year
opportunity.
project. So,
Right.
Yeah.
So what advice would you have from LAFCU's perspective for people who are sitting home on an idea like this, or just saying, I don't know, if I start, I can't stop. So like, how do I shortcut this, or what advice would you have? How would people get started on this endeavor to not maybe even waste some of the time that you wasted and get a lender that's going to be a little bit more, have an appetite to getting this thing across the finish line.
Definitely. I have a mentor that told me one time, as a business owner myself, sometimes you just got to do it messy before you do it right. And the earliest that you can get in to see me or your lender to ask some questions and figure out what needs to be done ahead of time, the better off you are. You don't have to be 100% ready with everything to come see your lender. A lot of times people come to me and say, I got everything I need. And I say, you have about half of what I need from you. So come in, ask those questions, see what we're here to advise you and help you down that road to get you approved. That's my job. That's what I get paid to do. So please help me do my job.
Makes a lot of sense. Well, I want to thank our friends at Michigan Rise. This episode is brought to you by the Michigan Rise Pre-Seed Fund, providing early stage funding for Michigan-based startups. Since 2020, Michigan Rise has helped high-tech, high-growth startup companies achieve commercial and technical milestones through capital formation strategies, talent development, and customer acquisition tactics. With financing options for every stage of the entrepreneurial journey, Michigan Rise significantly increases the impact of new ideas and research. Visit www.michiganrise.com to discover how Michigan Rise can help fuel your startup's growth. Michigan Rise is supported by the Michigan Economic Development Corporation and the Michigan State University Research Foundation. Well, what a story, I got to tell you. So now LAFCU, I would assume you have to be a member of LAFCU in order to get financing through LAFCU. Is that right?
So we do take non-members. They do become members at the end of the process. So you can come in just off the street, and if you have questions, you want to get started, and you could come as a referral from somewhere else, like Sandra and Dana did too. So they weren't members initially; they are now, and I'm sure they'll be our members for life, or we'll be their credit union for life. At least.
Right. So the membership would be created to consummate the agreement, but that makes a lot of sense because I've learned over the years that financial institutions are not all the same. Every financial institution has a variety of wheelhouse of clients, right? So you might do this type of banking with this type of an institution. You can go to this credit union for these types of services. So clearly to consummate the agreement, you need to be a member of LAFCU, but non-LAFCU members can have a conversation with you, go through the process and find that you're the best provider of this type of tool and get to the finish line.
And definitely, I think that's how we're seeing organic growth on the business side, is that people that may not have thought of us in the past are seeing the capabilities that we have now and have loved the process and now love LAFCU and have become members and hopefully will stay that way.
Right. So what makes LAFCU more, I'll call it risk tolerant, but maybe it's just an investment in asking the extra questions or helping the client kind of get the things together. Because I would imagine whoever you maybe started with or the first couple of lenders could have provided you with more of the hands-on tools of this is about half of what I need, tweak this, change that, add this, do these things to get you approved maybe through them. But clearly LAFCU has something else in your DNA that allows you to you're either given the time to do it, or maybe you are more risk tolerant, or the other institutions don't have the SBA 7A access. Can you shed a little light?
Yeah, I think I'm very proud to say that LAFCU lives its mission. People helping people and working to help the underserved here in Greater Michigan is one of the biggest pieces of what we do there. And I love that we're able to take that extra step to make sure that we're looking at these things from every side, because we don't want to leave someone behind that we could help. And that's a big piece of what we do there. And half of my day I'm spent doing things, going out in the community and helping, as well as just prospecting for deals as well. So LAFCU allows me to help those people that, before I wasn't able to. So
right on. And Bridges, Intergenerational Center. That's such a great thing. Childcare has been a logjam for people to get back, to in-person work, and prevents, unfortunately, a lot of moms from being able to get to work because either it's unaffordable or it's everyone's closed out, or they don't feel comfortable leaving their child and the economics just don't work. So it sounds like you've got a great model. I'm really excited. And to be on Cedar between Saginaw and Oakland, that's kind of first and main. So whether you're north or west or south or east, it seems like a very convenient space to be able to drop your child off and be put in good hands. So I commend you on your business planning for that.
Yeah, thank you. I think that, only a third of the children in Lansing are getting serviced right now. So there's definitely a need for it. And I think, adding in the seniors and that generational connection will make a huge difference.
Right. And I'd be curious. I mean, we don't need to get into this now because I know we're getting up against the clock, but hopefully when you flip the switch, you'll get those 84 kids in the blink of an eye and everything will be off to the races. But if not,
Right.
I've had enough conversations with employers in this town where it seems like you could potentially directly reach out to HR, folks and just say, hey, if you haven't heard, we are opening this as our model. Here's your thing. If you want to disseminate this to your employees, because there might be people out there that are really struggling or unhappy with where they're going.
Right. Well, and I think, high quality care is very lacking, even
Right.
more so than just childcare. So yes, our goal is to be the highest of quality care and the standard for childcare.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining me here. Is there any question that I haven't asked yet that you're excited to share with us, or if not, can you give us the website again for people to be able to enroll their children?
It's bridgesdaycenter.com.
And findable on social platforms too, right?
Yep, on Facebook and Instagram.
Excellent. Well, we've been talking to Commercial Lending Officer at LAFCU, Mr. Brook Jones, and we've been talking to the founder and director of Bridges and Intergenerational Center, Brook Jones. Thank you so much for joining me here today. It's a great story. I wish you all the success.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing your story. Excellent. All right, and I'd like to give a final shout out to my loyal sponsors. We've got Wagoner Financial, Good Marketing, Triterra Environmental, Keller Williams Advantage and Team, Michigan Rise, Kirk Byron State Farm, and the attorneys at Foster Swift. Great people doing excellent work. And if you found the show as a one-off, you can like and subscribe to Michigan Reimagine pretty much anywhere you find your podcasts. This is Chris Buck signing off for Michigan Reimagine.